Stay tuned. Arena next.
Two teams face off.
But only one will say face.
It's time to find out who's got the stuff of champions on another episode of
Arena!
Welcome, everyone, to Arena, the show that turns multiplayer games into competitive sports. I'm Lee Raymond here with Kevin Pereira, and we're here with two teams that are about to face off in virtual battlefields brought to life on Alienware gaming systems powered by the Intel Pentium 4 processor.
Right, but first, they'll try to outmaneuver one another in MechWarrior 4 Black Knight, and then they're going to try and outgun one another in Unreal Tournament 2003. And after the dust settles, we'll follow things up with a console game to be determined later. But first, Lee, your favorite part. Here's the law of Arena.
There are 5 possible points to be won.
And each match is composed of 3 games, which are then broken into 3 rounds.
Each game is worth a point, and the team with the highest accumulated score takes a point.
And the final point goes to the team with the Intel Pentium 4 processor, MVP.
Now let's loosen up and check in with the hot Stacy Barcelona for our team intros. Stacy.
Thanks, Lee. It is a little hot up here. Okay, everyone, if you were with us last time on Arena, you saw the Bebop crew take home the blue ribbon. Well, for one reason or another, they decided to stay at home, which is probably a good thing because they weren't that, how shall I say it, easy on the eye. No worries, though. We plucked 2 brand new teams for our Arena tree, and they are ready to tear each other a new one. On that note, it's time to meet the appropriately named Vegas Annihilation.
My nickname Ender comes from the Orson Scott Card novel Ender's Game. If you know it, you know that I'm really full of myself because Ender is a 6-year-old who saved the world from alien invaders. We'll put up our best fight and see what happens.
I'm a student at USC, and I'm a screenwriting major. I think I try to be offensive, but I'm not very good at it, so I die a lot. I'm going to die gracefully.
Ethan actually named the team Vegas Annihilation because today happens to be my birthday. I like to put on the armor and run forward with my guns blazing. I don't like this, tactics. I think that we can band together and kick some ass today.
I am pure 100% metal. You know that scene in Hellraiser when the guy slices open the guy's skin and wears it? That's what I'm going to do to you.
That's a pretty dark vision, Jeff Scott. Of course, his opponents are pretty short on the warm and fuzzies themselves, or at least you'd think so, judging from their team name. Meet Divine Evisceration.
I graduated from USC. I don't do a lot right now, so I've got lots of free time to practice playing the games we're going to play today. I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. I just like to go out there and charge full steam ahead and kill as many people as I can.
I'm a citizen of Ireland. I moved here when I was a kid. I like tactical shooters, first person, kicking in a door, taking people by surprise with a bunch of my buddies on my back, taking everybody out and then having a beer.
I'm a 21-year-old college student. I've been gaming since I was about 5 years old. I'm more of an offensive player. I don't really like to sit and camp around. I kind of like to go after it and make things happen. I'm going to hunt them down and kill them all.
I'm called Tony Blair because I think he kicks ass. It was that or Donald Rumsfeld. I'm a bit of a hawk. I'm a professional actor. Keep your eye out for some commercials and you'll spot me every now and then. You'll be like, oh, you're dead. I'm gonna bring it.
So these guys run their own brand of smack talk, but at the end of the day, that's all it is, talk. So how about it? Let's ditch the verbiage and get ready for some carnage. Here's a look at MechWarrior 4 Black Knight played on an Alienware gaming system powered by the Intel Pentium 4 processor.
Aspen is a large, open, central base area surrounded by extinct volcanic mountains. Clear weather and open areas make this map suitable for weapons such as long-range missiles, so players will have to make sure to stay out of sight or head for cover on higher ground.
1.
Round 1 of MechWarrior 4 Black Knight Gunner and Atlas class gets out fast.
Now, Lee, what we saw in the practice round, I think, was that both teams are pretty well matched.
One of the fun things for us is we've got all newcomers here. We don't know what to expect.
I see the red flag.
Now, I did see a member of Team Divine Evisceration hanging back by the flag, so that looks like their strategy, leave one to defend.
We're like trapped here.
They're going to be shooting.
Priscilla Precise under heavy fire, I believe from Irish, really laying it on them. And a captured flag.
That's right, Ender got his hands on the flag and he's heading back towards the blue base now, but he's under heavy fire. I'm He's got his work cut out for him.
We're going strategery this mission.
Tony Blair for Divine Evisceration grabs the blue flag.
And Gunner using the jump jets, I believe, in hot pursuit of Vegas Annihilation.
It's more of a lukewarm pursuit. It's really not making his way over that mountain anytime soon.
Killer FTP, a smaller mech,
just sort of
going
hang
after
out.
the Atlas class.
Like a chihuahua on his heels.
Don't put your nose where it doesn't belong there, little man.
Here he is.
Oh, sweet. It's a head-off. Me and him.
And the flag carriers pass each other on the hill. Ender and Tony Blair going at it right now.
Well, Ender faces up to Gunner. Gunner trying to lay it on Ender, trying to end Ender.
3 members of Divine Evisceration teaming up against Ender. He's yelling for help. I don't see any teammates in sight.
Where's my cover?
And now Tony Blair is taking heavy fire.
This is what MechWarrior is all about.
Flag captured.
Ender has placed the flag unless Tony Blair can find the base.
I have their flag. I don't know where the base is.
Tony Blair goes face first right into his teammate.
And that's the round, Lee. Exciting.
And Vegas Annihilation takes round 1.
2.
And round 2 for MechWarrior 4 Black Knight is underway.
Boys in blue scored an excellent flag capture, and it looks like Team Divine Evisceration learned a valuable lesson. They're leaving someone back now to defend their flag.
Oh, hello, Mr. Black.
Member of Vegas Annihilation picks up the flag, but it also looks like
Tony
Tony
Blair
Blair.
having grabbed the flag for Divine Evisceration. This is a carbon copy of round 1, Big Kev.
The difference here is that Tony Blair seems to know where his base is this time. There's no hesitation. He must have locked in his nav point. The key to this game is using your nav points and using them well.
Okay, yeah, help would be good.
Priscilla.
Precise taking fire from Gunner.
And Tony Blair tangles with Priscilla. Yet again, both flag carriers exchanging fire. And there it is. Priscilla Precise for Team Vegas scores a point.
I'm on the base again. I don't know where it is.
And you had suggested that Divine Evisceration would have had better luck at finding the base.
I suggested it. I didn't say that was going to be the case. Irish throwing down some medium-range missiles.
It's fun to watch some of these Atlas classes just stand there and tee off against each other.
Guys, give me some time. Give me some time. I can get there.
Tony Blair, he finally found his base. He's heading back towards the flag now. Scores a point.
Ender for Vegas Annihilation picks up the flag with Killer FTP in hot pursuit, firing away.
You know, Killer FTP is a smaller mech. He doesn't have the firepower, but if he keeps nipping away, eventually, Ender's going to go down.
And miraculously, almost, Ender's hanging on. Now he's taking fire from multiple locations. And Ender goes down. Divine Evisceration wins the round on points.
3.
Quack, 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 quack.
A lot of chatter going on. This is the rubber match, Kevin.
As predictedly, this is an incredibly close match. Both teams incredibly balanced.
And Gunner using the jump jets. The Atlas class getting a bird's eye view.
I don't have any attention, so.
Killer FTP grabs the flag.
Out of nowhere comes Killer FTP running by a member of Vegas Annihilation as he turns around to give him some fire.
And Priscilla Precise captures the flag.
Both flag bearers running within inches of each other but ignoring each other to make it back to their base.
Killer FTP. In my sights.
And Ender and his Shadow Cat trying to take down Killer FTP.
Priscilla Precise taking some heavy fire, although from the smaller mech.
Booyah.
Oh, you got it? Sweet.
Priscilla Precise scores at the same time Killer FTP. Teams are tied, Lee.
This is what happens on the arena. 2 newcomers here becoming very comfortable by round 3. And Ender grabs the flag again.
And Tony Blair
grabs it for Divine Evisceration.
Both flag bearers under extreme fire here.
Okay, I got the flag. I'm running.
Someone get on Ender now. Cover fire, somebody.
There's Killer FTP. Has a clear shot on Ender now.
And Ender, although safely on the ground, is now taking heavier fire. And Tony Blair choosing to stay closer to the good green earth.
And Killer FTP and Tony Blair unloading on Ender for a moment. Oh, Tony Blair and Killer FTP tangled up. That's going to cost him. That was valuable time wasted.
Oh, that was sweet.
It's down to the wire. Looks like Ender's cresting the hill now.
And he places the flag, Ender for Vegas Annihilation, and that does it. Kevin, 2 newcomers. We could not have asked for a better match, but the Vegas Annihilation managed to reach down deep and grab a little something extra. It was close, but what was the difference?
Killer FTP and Tony Blair, I'm calling you out. You caused a collision, which caused a delay in the flag capture and eventually caused the blue team to get the win.
But when we come back, we'll see what happens in Unreal Tournament 2003. Can the Annihilation pad their lead, or will the Eviscerated manage to recompose themselves? Find out
when Arena returns.
Welcome back to Arena. I'm Stacey Barcelata. Now, before the break, we saw the Vegas Annihilation jump out to an early lead in MechWarrior 4. Hell yeah! Miss Precise, how'd you guys get ahead?
Well, it was all about the girl power and breaking boundaries for female gamers. And as far as strategy, it was about staying light and fast and just getting in, getting out as quickly as possible.
And it definitely worked for you guys. But Mr. Blair, on the other hand, you heard Kevin earlier, you had a pretty costly collision. What happened?
Well, I was coming back to our base with our flag, and I saw her coming back with their flag coming the other way. I saw that the health on my mech's legs was pretty good, so I figured I'd take a shot at her. Unfortunately, FTP is right behind me. We got tangled up.
lost us the match.
Well, the game's not over, and it definitely was a tight game, and we'll see if you can wind up on the flip side of that coin in UT 2003. Here's a look at the game played on an Alienware gaming system powered by the Intel Pentium 4 processor.
Two identical bases on a single asteroid provide the setting for one of the more popular capture the flag maps in Unreal Tournament Phase 3. Players may wind up fixating on the beautiful Egyptian visual stylings of this battlefield, but they better make sure not to slip into vacation mode or else they'll get blasted into the sands of time.
1.
Divine Evisceration attempts to even things up here or be asphyxiated.
I like that. Ender grabs some adrenaline and runs right into the red base. And Ender snags the red flag, bounces right across the map towards the blue base. And Vegas pitching the tent, grabbing the s'mores, camping the hell out of that blue flag.
I need some cover fire, please.
He is bleeding green, and down goes Ender. Team Divine Evisceration showing that they know how to defend their flag.
Red flag dropped.
Wait a sec, I'm coming.
Hellraiser doing his best imitation of bungee jumping in Mexico as he goes down.
I got flag, I need cover.
Once again, Ender grabs the red flag and he calls for cover as he makes his way outside.
Didn't last long last time. Let's see if he fares any better this time.
Taking a jump over the pyramid.
We'll see in a few moments. He's back in his own base now. Looks pretty scot-free. Ender scores one. Gunner grabs the blue flag now and bounces his way across the map, taking the same exact route as Ender did. Looks like Gunner made his way and grabbed the flag.
Both flags safely put back away. This round may go down to the wire.
When you come out, I'll be waiting for you.
Killer FTP unloads on Vegas Annihilation's flag carrier.
Ah, I killed oh, you killed me.
Divine Evisceration in possession of the flag. It looks like Gunner bouncing across the map now.
But time is running out.
He's gunning for the win, folks. Taking the left-hand path down.
Someone guard my back.
Go, Gunner, go.
Go, go, go. Get it in, get it in, get it in.
His teammates encouraging him. Gunner.
Gunner scores, winning round one.
2.
Round two's underway.
And Ender draws first blood.
That was awesome.
Irish having grabbed the flag.
And Irish is under heavy fire as he makes his way back to the base, but is stopped short and gets a face full of sand.
I've been doing this nonsense for a long time. I don't think I've ever seen two teams so evenly matched.
Right in the wheelhouse.
And Tony Blair grabs the flag, backpedaling his way out of the blue base.
Cover. Oh no, I'm gonna fall. Oh.
And he comes just a few inches short.
Again, that parity, both teams immediately know how to go right after a flag carrier.
Lee, when you're not leaving anybody back to defend the flag, that's what you have to do. You have to pounce.
And Ender grabs a red flag.
Ender calling for cover.
Oh, sweet shields.
Picks up a shield power-up. That's going to help him out.
I need cover fire. Cover fire.
This late in the game, one flag capture could be the difference.
And Ender calls it. He's about to score a point, and sure enough, Ender scores one for Team Vegas Annihilation.
I got it.
Gunner's got to hurry.
1 minute remains.
I hear the announcer letting him know he might not have enough time. Picking up some adrenaline along the way back into his base. He picked up some health, costing himself valuable seconds. Oh, but he can't plant the flag. Gunner cannot plant the flag.
Oh, sweet.
Ender has grabbed the flag.
Pulling it out for his team in the last few seconds.
3.
Once again, it comes down to the third and final round in Unreal Tournament 2003.
The one weapon, Lee, I'm surprised I'm not seeing these teams using a whole lot is the translocator. Primary fire sends out a little transportation device, while the secondary fire will warp you right to it.
They've got defense set up.
Irish grabs the blue flag.
No need for the translocator when you can walk right into the enemy base and just pick up the flag.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
Irish goes down, dropping the flag. Let's see if a teammate can pick it up. Doesn't look like it. Flag's returned.
Tony Blair had that flag for all of about 4 seconds. The Irish grabs the flag.
Once again on the offense, going out on the left and tripping on some stairs.
I've got the flag. I need get on the cover.
Ender has the flag.
Bunny hops his way back in. He is taking fire, though.
And down he goes.
Oh, Gunner translocates while in possession of the flag. Unfortunately, when you do a move like that, you lose possession of the flag.
Oh, man.
Check the rule book, boys. Check the manual. The tension here is palpable.
Your vocabulary is stunning.
This next flag capture will decide this round, the overtime, and Unreal Tournament 2003. Ender grabs a flag.
Oh, man! And Ender has the flag cannon up his ass.
Go get the flag.
Vegas Annihilation leaving 2 members back to defend the flag.
Tony Blair moving in to capture the flag, and he does.
A little cover, please.
Tony Blair rounding the corner, going out through the middle.
Oh, no.
Bouncing across avoiding the bounce pad, taking the right path. He's on a run.
Gunner helping him out.
This is an entourage. P. Diddy making his way into the base, and Tony Blair caps the flag.
And wins the overtime. Well, how about that, little Mr. Kevin Prognosticator? They showed you it was vindication for Evisceration. How'd they pull it off?
Round 3, overtime leads played a huge part. Vegas left 2 people back to defend the flag, while Evisceration sent 2 out to escort their flag carrier. They brought it back safely, they got the win, and a story lead.
Rock and roll!
Since we're knotted up all at one apiece, it's anybody's guess as to who's in command of the Lagger's choice. We'll run the numbers over the break, but when we come back, one of our teams will get to choose from Tekken 4, War of the Monsters, Fusion Frenzy, Def Jam Vendetta, Burnout 2 Point of Impact, or NBA Street Volume 2. We'll see who's holding court when Arena returns.
Hey there, I'm Stacey Barcelata, and welcome back to Arena. I'm here with Gunner from Divine Evisceration. Now, Gunner, Kevin said that you guys got ahead by playing aggressively.
Go, go, go.
Was that your strategy all along, or just a last-minute decision?
After the whole MechWarrior incident, we just decided to run full steam ahead, grab the blue flag, come back to our base with it, just not think about it, just run. So it seemed to work out.
Let's get him. Dude, we gotta get him.
You are a camper. Someone cover for me. I'm in like Siberia.
Congratulations on the win. Although you guys are trailing in overall points, but you do own the Lagger's choice. So what game are you going to play, and who's going to play for you?
I will be playing War of the Monsters against the other team.
All right, sounds good. You're going to be going up against Ethan from Vegas, so let's roll on over, and we're going to do it to it monster style.
Inspired by sci-fi flicks from the 50s and 60s, War of the Monsters pits 2 oversized, well, monsters against one another in an inner-city fight to the finish. Players can punch, jump, and kick their way to victory, but if they want to win in style, well, then they're going to have to dial up one of their monsters' special moves.
1.
Vegas, baby.
And here we are in Las Vegas. Monsters abound. Gunner and Ender. This is going to decide the match, probably, Kevin.
Gunner's using the monster made out of volcanic rock. Very tough opponent, fortunately, a little on the slow side.
Ender more like the lightning bolt incarnate.
Both teams have an energy meter that's full. They could unleash a special attack at any moment.
Yes. Energy. That's sweet.
Both players using close range melee attacks. It looks like Ender's launching some lightning bolts, though.
The objective is pretty simple. Just beat the snot bubbles out of the other guy.
Ender scales a building, goes up to the top, and grabs the atomic health.
Oof. Nice shot.
And Gunner locks onto Ender, tossing some volcanic rock right into his big eye.
Gunner using both weaponry and brute strength.
Gunner for Team Divine goes down, and Ender is in the lead by 1.
2.
And Gunner's got his work cut out for him. This doesn't look good. Ender has plenty of strength left.
You have to win 2 here.
Ender doing an excellent job blocking some of Gunner's melee attacks there.
Sweet.
And Ender lands a bitch slap, telling Gunner to go make him a sandwich.
Turn, big guy.
Oh, and Ender gets stunned as Gunner starts pummeling him right in the brown eye.
That is stunned as some of our lesser fortunate arena fans down there on the street getting squashed by these 2 behemoths.
Ender leaping from rooftop to rooftop, grabbing... Oh, and there was a major health power-up.
Rooftop battle.
Gunner taking some shots, goes falling off the building, tries to climb back up to the top.
Yes!
And gets slammed into the side of the building as the rubble goes flying.
Ender in hot pursuit.
Oh, I'd hate to see it end like this.
This is so going badly.
Gunner absorbs some projectile attacks and goes down.
And on cue, removes his only eyeball. Valiantly, Gunner gave it all he had, but in the end, he just got smoked.
Well, it ain't over till it's over. Let's check the game points on the Intel scoreboard and get a final tally.
Team Vegas Annihilation grabbed the early lead with a MechWarrior win and a first-round point, but in the blink of an eye, Divine Evisceration turned the tables in Unreal Tournament 2003.
Ender slipped on his leather suit and took the belt to Gunner in War of the Monsters, putting the Annihilation up by a score of 2-1.
He also helped his Vegas buddies to the point for the highest accumulated score based on the in-game scoring systems.
And now we determine the Intel Pentium 4 processor MVP by calculating our players' kill-to-death ratios while figuring in any objectives they might have secured.
Drum roll, please. A quick run of those numbers tells us to hand over the point. And today's victory to Ender and his merry band of Vegas mercenaries. Talk to me, Hoss.
Try and find them and hit them, please.
I would say that it feels pretty good to be the Intel MVP. Of course, it was a team effort. I can't discount how my friends really came through. MechWarrior was a real piece of team strategy. We had 2 people with just about no weapons, lightest mechs possible, stripped everything, put in heat sinks, just speed, speed, speed.
All right, me and Rebecca, straight for the flag.
Unreal was the same thing. We kept switching it up, who was on offense and who was on defense. We couldn't quite get our formula right. I was really glad that we chose, well, the other team chose War Monsters because fighting games are really my forte. Gunnar gave it his all, and it went well, but I just kind of wailed on him mercilessly with the giant electric eyeball.
How about just divine immolation?
It was really a fantastic squad combat almost. We played against some fierce competition of equals and came through in the end. Teamwork, teamwork, teamwork.
Good job, Jeff.
Next time I come on the show, I think I'm gonna get a better night of sleep beforehand. But it does feel good to know that I'm a hardcore gamer.
Said with style and grace.
That's right, Stacy. A player like Ender comes along every once in a blue moon or every week or so. But hey, if you fools at home think you have the style and grace to tussle in our arena, then drop that remote and make a beeline to the PC. Visit us at G4TV.com/arena and come kick some butt on national television.
And speaking of kicking some butt, it's time for us to kick it like a cricket for killer Kevin Pereira and cold chiller Stacy Barcelona. I'm Big Daddy Lee Raymond throwing a birthday shout out to sweet Lady Vegas right
Happy
over
birthday,
here.
Vegas.
And blowing some mad love your way until the next time we see you in the arena.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Priscilla Precise is from a thing on the internet. Apparently, it's my rock star name.
I'm going to take everything you love and cram it in a little ball and just beat that up.
I deal with the whole sort of pop scene by ignoring it and making fun of it a lot.
Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, select, start.
California. Try and eat good because you can never hide. There's no winter.
You can just kind of be unique and be yourself and go out there and blow things up. It's always fun to blow things up.
My favorite game for the Amiga, wait. His name now entirely escapes me.
I'm going to shoot you in the face.
Alienware computers with the Intel Pentium 4 processor inside, provided by Alienware.